We now wind our way to the county of Wiltshire in the heart of the UK countryside to meet Sue Devereux, who's committed to helping cure equine ailments through the ancient Chinese art of acupuncture.
When I'm treating a horse, I kind of go into my own little world. It is just me and my patient. I am absolutely, totally focused on the intent to heal. I'm a vet who really loves horses. I love being in a position to be able to recognise their pain and to help take that away.
It was Sue's personal experience with acupuncture following a riding accident that led her on the path to treating horses.
What acupuncture did for me was it actually gave me my life back. I fell off a horse at high speed, went headfirst into the ground and compressed the vertebrae in my neck. My neck completely seized up. And unfortunately, I was like that for 4 whole years. Within 5 weeks of having acupuncture at weekly intervals, I had my first couple of hours without pain. And after 11 weeks, I was pain-free for most of the day. It didn't take long before I began to think about all the horses and ponies that have neck and back pain. I realised that I could make a difference in another way. I always go and see the patients in their own homes. It's just really important to get an idea of the horse's well-being and how it actually feels in the place where it lives. Hello. Sometimes you'll watch them for a few minutes and you'll see that they're quietly shifting their weight from one foot to another because it simply isn't possible for them to get comfortable. By the time I go into the stable, I've already got quite a bit of information about my patient, and this is something that I wouldn't be able to get if I had the horse brought into the clinic. The most common use for acupuncture in horses is to treat musculoskeletal problems, particularly painful muscle spasm, which horses will very commonly develop in their neck, their shoulders, their backs, and the gluteal and hamstring muscles in their hindquarters. What I'm just looking for is any sign of discomfort. They might flinch slightly, they might step away, or they might clench their muscles, they might turn around and try to bite you or kick you, but just any indication that they're actually uncomfortable with what I'm doing. So if I go over here now, you can see he very definitely doesn't like that. So he's sore just behind the withers, and that's very likely left over from the fact that the saddle didn't fit too well. And then just going along his back, see he's dipping away, the muscles contracted and gone into spasm. The really important thing with an acupuncture treatment and assessment is that we're not just looking at the injured part. Each horse undergoes a complete physical veterinary assessment because we want to know not only which bit is sore, but why, and to be able to uncover and investigate any underlying causes. So it's very much a case of you want to heal the whole horse and not just the damaged part or the sore part. Off you go, straight into trot. Yeah, off you go. Keep going. So the plan today is to give him some acupuncture to take away the muscle tension and pain, and then we will reassess him in a week's time and see if his movement is any better then. In order to perform acupuncture, you have to be a vet. Only vets are allowed to do the procedure. If you insert an acupuncture needle into the body, it causes a tiny current of injury. And what this does is it stimulates the body's own healing responses. There are a number of neurotransmitters and hormones released, and these have wide-ranging effects throughout the body. So this is the sore side, and what I'm looking is to put the needles into the point of the most acute sensitivity. They are the areas where the tension in the muscle and the discomfort are greatest. I don't know if you saw the muscle jump then. Yes, and again. We like it when that happens because each time, and a third time, each time the muscle jumps, you get a relaxation of the muscle and the muscle lengthens and you get an immediate reduction in pain and improvement in the blood supply. And because the muscle is actually lengthened, the horse is able to have a better range of movement and perform more comfortably. Sometimes the acupuncture needles themselves can be diagnostic. You can detect deep-seated spasm within the horse's back that you can't actually palpate from the surface. We've now finished putting the needles in, but we will leave them in place for up to 20 minutes.
I mean, I was a bit sceptical, to be honest. I didn't see how such a large animal, and the needles are tiny, and I didn't think it would have as much effect as it did. And then I had it backed up by my physio, and she said that all his muscles were a lot looser and his stride was longer, and I noticed it when I was riding him as well.
Just going to twiddle these needles, Longines. And actually, just like there, you can see that this needle is now completely free and loose, so that's ready to come out. Whereas this one, it's still being gripped by the muscle, and these are actually lovely and loose. So, in fact, these needles are ready to come out. Not that one, but these two are. Take them out. Well, we count them in and we count them out. Really often you get a change of temperament. People often greet me by saying, I'd forgotten what a nice horse this used to be, because they hadn't noticed that it had actually become quite grumpy and sullen over a period of time. I just wanted to show you now how much softer the muscle is after treatment compared to how it was before. I can really get my fingers into it. It's lovely and soft and supple. That is a promising start for his treatment. It's just such a lovely feeling when the treatment's gone well, you've got a happy horse, and you just know that you've helped them to heal. What do you think, Bilbo? Hey, he's a good boy. Good boy, yes.